It's the New York Mets taking on. Ready to go now. And now here's the veteran DH, Starling Marte. Outside low. And a new season is officially underway. And it's even up. Packed house here at Daikin Park. On the ground. And foul ball. He goes down looking. Jeff McNeil stands in. He was late there. Strike one. Valdez, a former All-Star. He features a sinker, a curve, a changeup, a slider, and he works in a four-seamer. Swing and a miss. There's that changeup.
Well, he's been aggressive right out of the box, and a smart pitcher is going to play off of that, especially when you get to 2 strikes.
Swing and a miss. That one in the dirt. Gets to it onto first, and he'll be safe at first. At the plate, Mark Vientos. First pitch misses. And another ball.
Last 2 pitches have been down in the zone. Pitcher clearly trying to get that ground ball double play. But in this count, he's going to have to give in, elevate his pitches, and get back into this at bat.
2 balls, 1 strike.
That's down and in.
3-1.
And ball 4, 2 aboard.
Maybe a little loss of focus on the mound right there. Pretty much gifted him first base with a quick free pass.
And now it's Frankie Lindor. This guy is one of the best athletes in the sport. Way inside, and that hit him. So bases loaded with 1 away. Soto getting ready to hit. And ball 1 to the right fielder.
Well, all eyes on the double play ball in this spot. No better way to get out of this inning.
Swing and a miss. Looked off balance that time.
Gonna really need to hang in there with that front side against this left-handed breaking ball.
That's a little high. That's ball 2.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
Struck him out looking with the off-speed stuff.
Oh, that was such a great opportunity to grab the lead. You had the infield back. All you've got to do is just put the ball in play on the ground, and you drive across a run. It's a frustrating outcome for the hitter. Now, I'll still have a chance, but it's probably...
Now this one's well hit. Way back there. On its way and out of here. Grand slam. He'll take a jog around the bases. It's 4-0. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well.
Here's Brandon Nimmo. That misses, and that's ball 1.
So it's easy to be satisfied and get a little distracted after a grand slam, but there's still a lot of work in this inning to do, and you can really deliver a knockout blow.
2-0.
That's off the mark, and now 3-0. That's ball 4. Tried another sinker, but couldn't find a zone.
Definitely lost the handle during that sequence. 4 pitches for the walk, and that last one didn't even threaten the zone. Catcher might want to go talk to him.
Now Francisco Alvarez.
Well, it's not the inning he was planning on to begin this start, but you've got to find a way to shake things off and give your team some length and put up some zeros.
On the ground, out to short, into the outfield, base hit, and out to aboard. And now it's Jose Siri. In the dirt, blocked.
0-1.
Well, a really rough inning out there on the mound. And this is one of those where you learn a lot about a guy's toughness and his ability to turn the page and keep pressing forward.
4 runs already in the frame here on opening day. Swing and a miss.
This guy's got such a good sinker. As a hitter, you've got to look up in the zone. If you look down, you're going to be chasing stuff in the dirt.
Oh, right to the backstop. And 2 in scoring position now, thanks to that wild pitch.
Man, I got to think something is definitely off with his delivery right now. Already the 2nd wild pitch that he's thrown in just the 1st.
That's strike 3 and the 3rd out. So we take a break. A Pete Alonso blast for the Mets. Now a 4-0 ball game. Jose Altuve up to hit here.
Altuve always seems to be setting records or reaching milestones, Boog. In 2023, he became the fastest player to reach 2,000 career hits, 200 home runs, and 200 stolen bases in MLB history.
The 1-1. Swing and a foul out of play. And the pitch. Slice to right. And that's a fair ball. Around first, heading for 2. Now around second, going for 3rd. And he's got a leadoff triple.
Good 2-strike hitting right there, Boog. A bit of a lost start for some.
Here's Mauricio Dubon. Pitches in for a strike. 0-1. Runner at 3rd, nobody out. Here in game 1 of this 3-game set.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly, or else he's going to get hit hard in this 1st inning.
Swings and misses, struck him out.
He's locked in at the plate when he's using the whole field. He was out in front there. Just needs to let the ball.
2 on, 1 out. And now it's Christian Walker. Just missed. And another ball.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Hard hit left side. There's 1.
He's out.
I think he could have had a better read than that. With the infield back and a ball on the ground, you're expected to score if you're going to go. To get thrown out at home plate, that's probably a bad jump by the base runner, but an excellent play on defense.
So 1st and 2nd with 2 outs. Yainer Diaz will hit next. Right through there for a strike. Alvarez, the lead runner at 2nd. Walker at 1st, 2 out of the inning. That pitch gets the inside corner. 0-2 now. Up the middle. Lays out, but he can't squeeze it. Safe at first as they can't make the play.
Really nice job of 2-strike hitting in that at bat. He got that front foot down, and pitch recognition was on point. Pretty impressive for an 0-2 count.
Isaac Paredes stands in here, leaves that one off the inside. That finds the mark on the inside corner.
1-1.
The 1-1 is fouled off. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. So they're all loaded up with 2 outs. Cut on and missed, and it's a strikeout, and that is the inning. So they load the bases, but leave them stranded. Back here in Houston, top of the second. Here's the Mets leadoff man, Starling Marte. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt.
Okay, swing
No ball,
now.
1 strike.
He had his mind made up. As soon as that ball left the hand of the pitcher, he was going to swing at it.
Popped up. Pena. Puts it away for the out. And next for the Mets, Jeff McNeil. Reached on a drop, third strike his first time. On the ground, right side, and he can't come up with it. And they get the out. Good recovery. Wasn't easy following the misplay. 2 outs, base is empty. So up next for New York, Mark Vientos. And a big swing and a miss.
The strong second inning is a
0-1.
confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 outs, base is empty. And look out. That one gets him. The second man he's plunked in this one. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. The shortstop takes the ball. And there's the strike. Lindor swings through that one.
1-2.
Fights that one away. Still 1-2. Step off, throw to first. And he's out. And they got him. That ends the inning. No runs, no hits. Back here at Daikin Park, Singy. These fans are used to watching good baseball. The Astros won the AL West last season for the 4th year in a row.
Yeah, they kept the division run alive, but their streak of 7 straight appearances in the ALCS was snapped.
Jeremy Pena stands in here. Tried to hold back his swing there, but went around. That one ripped, but foul. This one in the air, right field. And an automatic double as it hops the fence. 1 out, runner at second. So next up for Houston, Chas McCormick. Runner takes off for third. Pitch in for a strike. Throw to third. Save. Ball 1 there. 1 away with a runner at third. Struck him out looking.
Just locked him up right there for the second out, and that's an at bat he's probably going to be thinking about for a little while. Didn't pull the trigger. Not how you want to.
So 2 outs with runners on the corners. And now the center fielder, Mauricio Dubon.
Ball.
And ball 1. Cut on and lifted in the air. And no one can get to it. It's a foul ball. 2 on, 2 outs. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. And they'll do it again. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. That's a base hit. Run scores. Here's Yordan Alvarez. He was walked intentionally his first time. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. Altuve over at second. Dubon on at first with 2 down. And a foul ball.
I want to start that load a little bit sooner because of the good velo.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Fouled off, and they'll do it again.
Five foul balls in a row. I have no idea what that feels like, but you got to love this battle. Just wondering who's going to blink first.
2 outs. Blows the high heat past him. That's a strikeout. 1 run in the inning, but they lead. Back here in Houston, and now the shortstop, Francisco Lindor. Valdez back to work. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is fouled back. Swing and a miss, and he chases that one in the dirt. Gets him. 1 away on a drop, third strike.
You hear people talk about letting the ball travel so often in terms of a hitting approach, and that's a great example why right there. If he's willing to let that curveball get a little deeper into the zone before he commits, he's way more likely to recognize that it's making a beeline for the dirt. On the other side, still a nice 2-strike pitch, though.
Swing and a miss as he was late that time.
No ball.
1 out, bases empty. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. Here's Pete Alonso. He hit a grand slam his first time up. Ball 1, no strikes.
1-0.
And another ball. Swings through that one for strike 1.
Filthy changeup right there. Just pulled the string.
Here. 2-2.
Gets him to chase after that one. Goes down swinging for the strikeout. Fires over to first. Back here at Daikin Park as we go to the last of the third. And here's the first baseman, Christian Walker. The 0-1. In the air, right field. Soto sizing this one up. Makes the catch for the out. And there's 1 away. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Reached on an infield single his first time. Hit on the ground to the right side. Has some trouble with it. Flip to the pitcher is in time. And they do get the second out of the inning. 2 down, bases empty. And stepping in for the Astros, Isaac Paredes. Swing and a miss, strike 1.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
And 1-2.
Well, he missed badly with that 0-2 fastball. Hitter has to understand, probably wants to try to put him away with that pitch, so got to stay ready for it.
Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3. And a swing and a miss there. Nimmo, 31 years old, and he's one of the few players in Major League Baseball born in the state of Wyoming. Next pitch is outside, and now it's even 1-1.
Well, he hasn't quite settled in out there. 4 runs in 3 innings. He's going to have some quick 1, 2, 3 innings to pitch deep into this ball game.
2.
And there's a
Full
ball.
count.
Make it 4 strikeouts in a row, just cruising along.
Wow, that's a tough call for the hitter, but the pitcher will take that all day long. Not quite in the strike zone, but he found a spot that the umpire is going to, at least for now, allow him to get that call. So hitters are going to have to make an adjustment, but pitchers are going to learn from those things and really try to exploit them if they can.
One down, base is empty.
That's a ball. 2-1.
And that one fouled off. Base is empty, one away here on opening day. And he swings and lifts one to deep center field. That one's carrying. Out of here. His first homer of the year, and they add on. It's 5-1.
That's a swing that'll boost the win probability for sure. Really great job of anticipation there. He knows he throws the sinker. That one down in the zone. You're trying to beat it to the spot it's getting to. Well, he won.
Base is empty, one away. Here's the center fielder, Jose Siri. That one fouled off. Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Sean Dubin appears to be getting ready, and I'm sure he's feeling some nerves. This would be his major league debut. Scott getting cranked up as well. Outside low, 2-2.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. 2-2 now. Just missed.
That's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you get a broken back as you jog back to the dugout.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. That's his 9th strikeout so far. Starling Marte up to hit. 0 for 2 in this one. Here's a tapper towards short. Pena. On to first. Marte retired. 3rd out. The Mets add 1 to their lead on this solo shot. It's now 5-1. And welcome back to the ballpark. And now John Singleton. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Siri under it. Hauls it in for the out. And stepping in is the speedy Jeremy Pena. And the first offering is not close. The Mets leading by 4. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touchdown for a hit. Makes the turn and heads for second. Not stopping. He's going for 3. And he's got himself a triple.
Just so sound in his mechanics. Hits against a firm front side. And the hands just continue to carry through the middle of the field.
No balls,
McCormick now at the plate as he swings through strike 1. On the run, throw to first, and very nicely done for the out.
So important to really lock in on an at-bat like this. It seems easy with the infield back, but you've got to make sure you put the ball in play. Put it on the ground, brought that run in.
High fly ball out to center field. Corrals it, and that is that. 1 hit, no errors, and nobody left on. Ready now for the 5th inning, and stepping in for New York, Jeff McNeil. Now one missed.
Well, these Mets putting together some really good at-bats in this game. There's been a lot to like with how they're approaching their chances at the plate. It looked to me like they really wanted to get to the starter early, get him out of the game before he settles in. So I'd say mission accomplished.
And next for the Mets, Mark Vientos. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
1-0.
And another ball.
That's a ball.
He hasn't wanted to challenge him. Both of those pitches off the plate away. Don't expect anything down the heart of the plate. You may just have to be patient and take your walk here.
Swing and a miss, and he was fooled.
I think he was a little excited there. Saw the fastball, but needed a step ladder to get to that one. He's going to have to tighten it back up if he wants to have a good at bat.
Fouls one off. 2-2. Foul ball left side. He'll see another.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
That's off the mark, and it's 3-2.
Full count.
Swings and misses. Couldn't hit the fastball at the knees. Here's Francisco Lindor. He's 0 for 1. He swings and fouls one off. 2 down, nobody on. And we're at the top of the 5th. The shortstop takes the ball. Ground ball to the right side. And that's just foul. Next offering popped in the air, right field. McCormick makes the grab on the run. And we're back, ready to go for the last half of the inning. And now, Mauricio Dubon delivers a pitch in for a strike at 95.
Well, these Astros just lacking discipline at the plate in this ballgame. They've been chasing pitches outside the zone all game, and it's led to some frustrating moments. They've been fooled quite a bit today.
Up the middle, base hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
I'd say a mistake pitch in an 0-2 count. Too good of a pitch to hit right there. You have to expand the zone. Keep that leadoff man off first base.
Alvarez in the box again. Takes a strike.
Very dominant with that fastball inside. Hitter's going to be conscious of that. Now you have the outer half of the plate to work with out there on the mound. Quick 3-pitch strikeout, and you look at the sequence. The plan was clearly to work him inside. Didn't want to let him get his arms extended, make him a little bit uncomfortable in there, and he ended up overmatching him in the process. That's one you have to take note of as a hitter for next time you come to the plate.
And it finds its way through for a hit. They get it in quickly. So first and second, now 1 out. Now at the plate, Yainer Diaz. That to right. Soto going after it. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Ground ball, and that's through the infield. Rounds third, headed for the plate. Now a long throw home, but it's offline. And it's now a 2-run game.
Well done. Narrows the deficit with the RBI there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch.
Base hit into center field. Here comes the throw. And he's out.
Got him.
Up, down, and that ends the inning.
Well, it's pretty difficult to throw a base runner out at the plate with 2 outs on a base hit to the outfield, but an excellent job of coming up with it, getting rid of it quickly, and throwing on the money. That is great technique from start to finish. Nice job to end the inning.
Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. Dubin back to work. Swing and a miss as he was out front.
0-1.
Hit in the air, right field. Pulls it in on the run. One up, one down.
Maybe caught that one off the end just a little bit. Couldn't quite barrel it up enough to really drive it.
Here's some real power at the plate. Pete Alonso. And remember, it was a grand slam from him back in the first inning.
Well, he made an early statement with that swing. It changed everything about the game right out of the jump.
Upstairs. Base is empty, one away here on opening day. Foul ball there. So a foul ball makes it 1-2. That one inside. Look out. And a swing and a miss. 2 gone.
Well, it's a nice job with the cutter right there. He didn't exactly catch the corner of the zone, but that's one of those where the late movement probably fooled the umpire a little bit. Those guys do not have an easy job. I thought it was a good take overall, and, you know, it's one of those things where you leave it in the umpire's hands. You just don't know what the answer is going to be, and that time he lost.
Nimmo now in the box. Comes up empty with a swing there. Swing and a foul back. That's out of play. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout. Nothing. Well, we go bottom 6, and stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. The shortstop takes the ball. That's in there. Now he's in a 1-2 hole.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Swing and a chopper out to short. Toss to Alonso. And that's 1 out as they get the leadoff hitter in the 6th.
Good late bite on that slider. Got the hitter out in front. Rolled over on it. Exactly what he was supposed to do.
McCormick in now. Takes ball 1 off the plate. And that's in for a strike.
Well, I think the key, I mean, if he can get through 1 more inning, anything after that, a hitter or 2 is bonus. But they should be lined up good enough to get to the finish line.
Now a pop-up on the infield. Senga. Pulls it down, and there's 2 gone.
Boy, that was a hanging breaking ball right there. I think he tried to do a little bit too much. Sometimes those eyes can get really big. I think his swing broke down as well, and that's what caused him to pop it up.
Altuve at the plate now as he chases after that one. And that misses. And the count even 1-1. That's a ball. Tried the sweeper.
2-1.
Check swing, and he went. And the count is even 2-2. Inside, just missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
3-2. The pitch is outside at ball 4.
One of the things about that 2-out walk, the base runner over at first base is going to have a very aggressive secondary lead. So a ball down the line or into the gap will produce a
out number 3. 1 left for Houston. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back. We're in the 7th. We have a new pitcher on the mound, Taylor Scott. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Alvarez up to hit for the 3rd time as he lays off inside ball 1. That one off the mark.
Missed.
2 balls, no strikes. And he chases a high fastball there.
I wouldn't throw him another
2-1
breaking
to
ball.
count.
Try to go again with the fastball, slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Next pitch is outside. That one misses.
Ball 4,
So a
runner, take your
leadoff
base.
walk.
Pretty easy walk right there. Last pitch wasn't even much to think about.
Next to hit, Jose Siri. He's one of the faster guys just by pure sprint speed in the majors. Check swing, went around. Strike 1. Scott, a 6'3" righty. He features a 4-seam fastball, a splitter, a slider, and he works in a sinker. Strike 2. Activity in the Houston bullpen. Bennett Sousa, the left-hander, up and throwing. Abreu getting loose as well. And a swing and a miss. The hat trick. 1 out.
Third time he struck out in this one, and definitely an individual performance you want to flush. He just hasn't looked very comfortable up there. Just one of those days. But when you're still winning the ball game, at least you can focus on doing your part to maintain that lead and getting that W.
Alvarez, the base runner at first with 1 out.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And that's
Ball
outside.
outside.
And it's 2-1. And misses inside.
This is a really good feeling for a hitter. At this point in the ball game, you know that they don't want to walk you, so you're going to get a pitch to hit. You just better not miss it.
And
Ball
ball
4,
4,
take
2
your base.
aboard. First and second, 1 out. Now the number 2 hitter, Jeff McNeil. 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. Swing and a miss as he was out front that time. Pitch misses there, and 1-1.
Way to lay off that pitch down.
And the count 1-2. And that's outside.
2 walks in the inning already, and he just doesn't seem comfortable out there. Like he can find the right mechanics and then repeat them.
Got him. 2 gone now. Here's the third baseman, Mark Vientos. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Strike 2, and there's a real chance they get out of this without allowing a run. Runner edges away at second. Double steal. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2. Two on, 2 outs. Both runners go again. And a swing and a miss. That K is his 3rd of the game. Back here in Houston. Bottom of the 7th. Now it's Yordan Alvarez. And a strike on the outside edge.
Late in the game, everyone gets a little tighter. Way to get ahead on a really good hitter right there.
That misses the zone, and it's a ball and a strike. Just missed.
Definitely a swing and miss slider down and in. He finished that really well. Just couldn't get him to offer at it.
Well struck right field. Soto moving back for it. Grabs it right up against the wall. And now Christian Walker, 1 for 3. Pitch misses, and that's ball 1. And that drops in for a strike. The Mets leading by 2 here at the bottom of the 7th. Not close with that one. 2-1. And that one cutting but missing down low. Three balls, 2 strikes to count. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout. Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. Right through there for a strike. Oh, and 2 now as he swings through it.
So impressive how the velo is still there even this deep into the outing.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. Here's a swing and a drive left field, and he knew it. He'll touch them all. It's 5. And here is Isaac Paredes. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. There's a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Looking to get the tying run on base. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. Handles, throws to first, and the inning is over. Astros claw back a bit on this solo. It's down to 1 at 5-4. It's Major League Baseball on the show. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Brian Abreu.
And we all know about his slider. It's just filthy, man. And one of the better ones in the game, I'd say. Spin rate's very high, and it just breaks a ton.
Swing and a miss. Had him out front for the strikeout. And now it's Juan Soto. There's a strike. The Astros have some action in their pen. Ryan King up and loosening in the pen. Sousa warming up as well. Got the bat going too soon. It's strike 2.
2 pretty nasty sliders to get this hitter in an 0-2 count. If you're up there at the plate, you got to look up in the zone and spit on anything that's down.
Off the mark there. 1-2 to count. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 8th. Fouls it off, still 1-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Coming out of the bullpen throwing BBs. Now here is Pete Alonso. He's already homered here in this one. Misses
Ball
off the plate.
outside.
Ball one. And there's a foul ball. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider.
Well, pretty clear to me. He was trying to go deep right there. But you got to get a pitch that you can handle.
Fans another, and that's 3 straight strikeouts. Down in order. Back here at Daikin Park, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And now the DH, John Singleton.
Yeehaw!
Check swing, and he went. Strike 1. And that one fouled off. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. That one's upstairs, ball 1. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout.
Pretty big strikeout right there to start this 8th inning. Down 1. Any leadoff base runner really makes this inning a bit more interesting. But now this offense has to switch from possibly trying to manufacture a run to needing to run into something or just try to string multiple hits together to get a run across the plate.
1 down, base is empty. And a foul ball, he stays alive. Stays alive.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. And there's 2 away. Chas McCormick up next for the Astros. In there, and it's 0-1. Just missed. The 1-1 is fouled off. 2 down, nobody on. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. 1-2 now. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. And that skips in the dirt. Good battle here. About to be the 8th pitch of the at-bat. Swing and a miss. And that is that. Astros. We're back. It's the top of the 9th, and there's a new pitcher on the mound, Ryan King.
Bringing in the lefty with the left-handed hitter coming up to hit. Classic bullpen move right here, so we'll see how it works out.
Activity in the bullpen for Houston. Lance McCullers Jr. up and throwing. Garcia, a hard-throwing right-hander, up as well. Swing and a miss, and that's strike 2.
A lot of times you'll see a pitcher maybe double up on a pitch. This guy will throw it 3 times, 4 times in a row.
That hit him. And the leadoff man is aboard to start the inning. Man at first, and now the catcher comes up to hit. Francisco Alvarez. He's already homered in this game. And a foul ball. Ground ball could be 2. Walker over to second. How about that double play?
The 3-6-1 double play, in my opinion, is one of the toughest plays to make. You've got a pitcher covering first and the middle infielder throwing to a moving target. Everything has to be perfect, and right there, they made it look pretty easy.
Siri, the batter now, as he swings and misses for strike 1.
It's not looking like they'll be adding any insurance runs heading to the bottom of the 9th, so it's going to be on the bullpen to hold this lead.
Swing and a pop-up. Pena pulls it down, and he makes the catch. Back here in Houston, bottom.
Now pitching for New York, number 39, Edwin Diaz.
Not
1-0.
even close there. Ball one. Late swing, fouled off. One-run game, bottom nine. Fouled off down the right side. Got him swinging.
Well, we see it a lot more these days than we ever did when I played, but a slider in the 90s still catches your attention, even if you're sitting on the pitch. Good luck recognizing that tight spin and adjusting to the late break.
And that one clips the corner. Crowd locked in right now. One-run game here in the ninth. Couldn't catch up to the heater.
This is definitely what a team likes to see out of their closer. Come in and just destroy all hope. First two batters, 2 strikeouts. See if he can strike out the side.
And now it's going to be Yordan Alvarez. 2 outs. Swing and a miss. 98 on the gun.
0-2.
1 strike away. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. And the double puts the tying run in scoring position with 2 away.
That's tremendous fight from him, and I know it's got the dugout fired up down there. Down to the last strike, and he comes up with a hit to keep the game alive. It ain't over yet.
He gets the intentional walk here, and now will force at any base with 2 gone. With the tying run in scoring position in the bottom of the ninth, Yainer Diaz up next for the Astros. And that's in there for strike 1.
Well, comfortable or not, these are the situations closers they seem to live for. I mean, you get into some hot water, a jam, tough spot, whatever you want to call it, but this is where they earn their keep.
Inside.
Nope, that's in.
And the count 1-2. 2 outs, tying and winning runs on base. And the home team trying to pull it out. Out towards right center field. It falls in, and that's a base hit. Throw into third, and he's in safely at third as a run scores.
Huge moment for him and his team, Boog. You know, some guys just grip it a bit too tight in a big spot like this, having a chance to tie it up in the bottom of the ninth. But he didn't let the moment get to him. Comes up with the RBI knock, and now he's giving his teammates a chance to walk this thing off with the win if they can push across another run.
On the ground to the left. Down the line, and it's foul. Winning run at third, 2 down. That's towards center. Siri in position. And that is the inning. But they pick up 1 run on the RBI single. Jake Myers into the game now on defense, but in a strange way. This is not a position he's used to playing as far as we know. King back to work. Yeah, that's fouled off. Swing and a miss. That is strike 2.
Well, not easy to bounce back mentally after blowing the lead in the bottom of the ninth, but we'll see what this team has on the road in extras.
Swings and misses at the breaking ball in the dirt. Up with it, fires to first. In time to get him. 1 away and a strikeout.
Well, classic pitch sequencing there to change eye levels for the punch out. That fastball on the pitch before was up. It was very competitive, and that gets you thinking that he might try to climb the ladder. But then the curveball out of that same tunnel just falls off the table, and you can't make contact.
Strike 2.
I think he was sitting off speed there. Well, it's kind of deflating. You blow that lead in the bottom of the ninth, so here's a new opportunity. Hit the reset button, try to get some more runs, and then close it out in the bottom half of this one.
1-2.
Fights that one away, still 1-2. One down, base is empty. That's ripped into the outfield. And that quickly 2 away.
Man, if that drops right there, they would have gotten the potential winning run on base, maybe even in the scoring position, but that's just one of those hang with thems.
There's a swing and a drive. McCormick ranging back on it. Makes the catch, gliding onto the warning track. And we're back on to the bottom of the 10th. So now the Astros designated hitter, John Singleton. And there's one down. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jeremy Pena. Right through there for a strike. Base is empty, one away. And here in extra innings. High fly ball lifted in the air, right field. Squeezes it. And there are two down. And next to hit for Houston, Chas McCormick. Out to short. Tosses to first. And we're headed to the 11th. And well, so they turn to their closer, Josh Hader. There's a swing and a miss.
It's 0-1.
That missed by a lot. 1-1. The shortstop takes the ball.
You get to this part of the order. Yeah, there's some pop there, but more likely there's some base hits. So very important to be patient. Let the pitcher walk you, if he will.
Misses inside. Ball 3.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
Ball 4. He walked him. And that keeps things going.
Exactly what they needed him to deliver there. A quality at bat. Now the pressure's on to find a way to get him home.
Go ahead run on base. So up next for New York, Juan Soto. That's in for a strike.
There it was, a high velocity fastball in the zone. I think a little frustration from walking the previous hitter. He's got good stuff. Pitch inside the zone and trust it.
Inside, just missed.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Boog, he was shopping at the buckle right there, the way that slider made him look. That was just nasty.
Pete Alonso up now for the Mets. So the big right-handed hitter at the plate. Lots of power. He is dangerous. Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. Here comes the 0-1. You see the velocity, 97 with that fastball.
2 strikes.
That one not close. And the count is 1-2. And the Polar Bear strikes out.
Well, that's always the key to effective pitching, is getting ahead in the count. And as a pitcher, it really allows you to start expanding the zone. Hitters become defensive, and all of a sudden that plate starts to get really wide. And what happens is, because of the pressure, you end up committing to a pitch as a batter before you recognize what it is, and that's what leads to the strikeout.
Swings and misses. And it's 0-2.
Talk about tying a guy up. That was ugly.
Runner on the go. Swing and a miss. And he is down on strikes. Back here in Houston, we're in extras here. Now it's going to be Jose Altuve. That one finds the zone, and that's strike 1. There's a strike.
Quickly down 0-2 in the count. I think you got to choke up a little bit, spread out the feet. You don't know what the velocity or the location of this next pitch is going to be.
He swings, floats it into left, and it stays fair.
Always feels amazing getting a job done when the team needs you to come through. It's just bigger than your own individual stats. Really turned on that one down the line, and that's a spot where there's pretty much never going to be a defender, even with the shift on.
Clips the corner, and it's 0-2.
If you're a base runner, you've got to stay dialed in here. Look for anything in the dirt.
McNeil, Lindor, that's one. Back to first, and that is a double play.
They made that double play look so easy, but it was far from routine. That's the one thing about big leaguers. They make tough plays look simple.
So next up for Houston, Jake Myers. Just missed.
That's the ball.
2 down, nobody on. We are in the 11th. Right through there for a strike. On the inside corner for a strike. The next pitch misses, and the count is 2-2. Ground ball, Alonso. He takes it on his own, beats him to the bag, and that means we're playing. New inning getting started. Now here is Francisco Alvarez. And he takes one right on the black. That's strike one.
Wow, just a beautiful backdoor slider right there. If you've got any chance of hitting that pitch, you have to wait until the absolutely last millisecond. Just a tough pitch to hit, and not an easy one to throw either.
That misses the zone. Now 1-2. And that's downstairs and outside. In there, got him looking, and that one split the plate.
No, just couldn't pull the trigger on the fastball right there, and I don't think he was taking it, thinking it might be a called ball or anything. I just think he was flat out frozen. Did not expect that location, in my opinion.
And here is Jose Siri. And that one fouled off. Bases empty, one away. Here deep into extra innings. Swings and misses. And that is strike two.
A little anxious, a little aggressive early in the count. Too much for me.
Tapped on the ground softly to short. Fires to first. And that quickly 2 away. Here's Starling Marte.
Played that ball perfectly, had a good angle on it, and got off the long throw as quickly as he could have. And any more time he takes up.
That one is absolutely belted. And it's off the wall. Takes the turn. He's digging for second. The relay. And in there with a double off the wall.
Everything came together perfectly for him right there. Loud contact leads to the double. I mean, you could tell it had extra bases written all over it as it jumped off of his stick. A lot riding on this next at bat now as they look to take the lead at a critical point in this one.
McNeil swings through it for strike one.
One strike.
Here's the pitch. Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Tag. Wow. They cut down. Back here at Daikin Park. And now the first baseman, Christian Walker. On the outside corner. And it's 0-1. That clips the corner.
No balls. 2 strikes.
Foul ball. It stays 0-2. Swing and a ground ball. Tosses to first. 1 up, 1 down. And stepping in for the Astros, Yainer Diaz. Splits the plate. Strike one. And that is out of play. Just off the inside corner. And that is ball one. And that just misses. Got him looking. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. Isaac Paredes digs in now. And that's in there at the knees for a strike. And that's in for a strike.
It's just been an impressive outing so far. Continues to pound the zone pitch after pitch. And he's been able to stay down. That's what's been key.
That one missing inside. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. And the winning run is aboard. Looks like we've got a substitution at first. On the pinch run for Houston, Pedro Leon. Singleton in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a high fly ball out towards right field. And that will end the inning. Pedro Leon now in the game as he takes over third. The new pitcher in the game, Bennett Sousa. In the air out towards right center. McCormick makes a nice grab at a full sprint. Now the third baseman, Mark Vientos. 0 for 3 in this one. Tap foul at the plate. And it's strike two.
0-2.
Just misses. And the count 1-2.
That's a really good take.
Fights it off. He'll see another.
Flew open a little bit with that front shoulder, but was able to slow his back down just enough to make contact with that pitch. Keep the at-bat alive.
And a swing and a miss. 2 out.
Oh, really went aggressive in with that slider. Good two-strike pitch right there. At worst case scenario, it's weak contact in play. Exactly where he and the catcher wanted it.
Lindor, the next to hit, takes ball one. 2 down, nobody on. Here in extra innings.
Pretty good pitch to take a pass at in a 1-0 count. Just not able to square it up.
Ball to strike. That one fouled off. Uh-oh, that got him. And the potential winning run is aboard. Here's Juan Soto. First offering misses badly for ball one. Swing and a foul out of play. Fouled off. He was late. 2 gone. The possible go-ahead run at first. Runs it up to 96 to record the punch-out. Last half of the 13th set to go. And stepping in for the Astros, Jeremy Pena. Now a fly ball to right center. Soto flashes the leather on the run and catch. And now the right fielder, Chas McCormick.
Almost a loud start to the inning on that first pitch. Man, he's going to want that one back, no doubt.
Fastball gets the inside corner at the knees. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Left field. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. And there's 2 down. Here's the Astros leadoff man, Jose Altuve, known for his late inning heroics. And that is in for a strike. It's 0-1.
0-1.
Ground ball right side, and it goes just foul. And that's down and away. Ripped to short. Lindor out of first. And 13 frames. And we're back, all set to begin the 14th. And stepping in for New York, Pete Alonso. Sousa back to work. Swing and a miss as he chases that one darting out of the zone. And there's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger. And perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at-bat to hit.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Just indecisive in that at-bat. He couldn't commit to the slider. Tried to sit in between. Just not able to put the bat on the ball.
Nimmo in the box now. Takes strike one. Swing and a grounder foul first base side. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. He's notched 4 strikeouts now. And now here is Mets going with a pinch hitter. Luis Torrens looking for a 2-out spark with the bases empty. On the ground to short, Pena. The throw to first, and the Mets go 1-2. So remaining in the game defensively, Luis Torrens. He takes over behind the plate to do the catching after entering the game as a pinch hitter. Dubon in the box now, takes strike one. That's off the inside corner, and the count is 1-1.
1-1.
In there at the knees. That one off the bad part of the bat, just a lazy fly ball. 1 away.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Myers up to bat next. Lays off for a ball. Base is empty, 1 away. Here at the bottom of the 14th. Sizzling on its way to the outfield.
There you go. Winning run is aboard with 1 down. I really like that swing, man. He didn't just push it the other way through the infield. He drove it that way, and it kind of makes me think he was thinking opposite field as he stepped into the box. Got a pitch he liked, and he got it done. And now a chance to maybe get creative on offense with good speed on first.
And that one fouled off.
Ball. 1-2.
Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. And that one up and in. Look out.
Straighten him up a little bit. This is a great dynamic right here. Speedy runner at first, thinking about taking second. Catcher with the pop time that leaves Jaws on the floor. This might get interesting, dude.
Pitch misses inside, and now it's 3-2. Swing at a ball lifted to center field. 2 down. Digging in, Yainer Diaz. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Shallow right field. Reach and try, but can't bring it in. Runner around third on his way to the plate. And he dives into the winning run. And the Astros walk it off in 14.
Well, it's always great when you've got pretty good speed over there at first base. Somebody that can score all the way around the bases. What a tremendous swing and execution by both the batter and the base runner for this walk-off win.
Six-5 the final here today. Okay, all set to go. Now a chance for Lawrence Butler. And that's in for a strike. And we're off and running in a brand new season. Foul ball there.
Ball, catch inside.
See if you can go upstairs a little bit. Make sure you miss up and out of the zone since you're heading to count 1-2. Don't miss in the zone because that's where you can get hurt.
Swing and a miss, struck him out. So digging in, Jacob Wilson. And first offering is fouled off. Swing and a miss.
Well, you got the hitter already chasing that nasty slider. If you're on the mound, you just want to expand the zone right now. Get a swing and miss and get through this at bat.
On the ground. And that chance handled. Slings to first. Quick start here this evening. 2 out. Top of the first. 2 outs. Base is empty. Brent Rooker now at the plate. And a pop-up. Right side. Foul territory. Raley makes the grab, and that's the inning. Bottom of the first, and here's the veteran outfielder, Victor Robles. And that one wrapped foul. Just missed. Swings through that one.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
And Robles spoils it. He stays alive. That's down and in. A slider missed.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
Got him looking. 1 gone here. Here's Donovan Solano. And that's through there for a strike. 0-1. 1 out, base is empty. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row.
Well, there appears to be no problem settling in on the mound out there today. It looks pretty tough to start this one, punching out the first 2 hitters of this ball game. And somebody's going to have to put the bat on.
This one swung on and hit well. Way back there. And it's out of here.
That one was a hanger, and pitchers typically don't get away with making a mistake like that. And right there, he made him pay.
Stepping in, Cal Raleigh. 2 down, base is empty, but 1 run across here on opening day. Next offering in there for a strike. That's strike 2. And down on strikes. That K is his 3rd of the game. But the Mariners draw first blood here on this. Back in Seattle, all set for the start of the inning. Here's the power hitting catcher, Shea Langoliers. Swings and lines a base hit into left field. Man aboard on the leadoff single.
Now, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it on the first pitch. Hooked around that pitch on the outside, but he was still able to square it up pretty nicely. And that takes quick, strong wrist to pull that off.
J.J. Bleday in the box now. No balls and a strike. Swing and a ball lifted in the air left field. Pretty well struck. Feeling for the wall as he makes the catch. Now it's the second baseman, Zach Geloff. Swing and a miss. Strike one.
Ooh, Baya. You got to remember to take the donut off the bat, partner.
Not close with that one, and it's 1-1. Mike Fillmore, our plate umpire. Very consistent with his zone, Chris. Gets a lot of praise for that.
He does, Boog, and I think that with any umpire, you really just want them to be consistent. Fillmore's a guy that does a good job back there in that way, so people around the league really appreciate his consistency.
Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. Swing and a miss. Struck him out of the slider, and there's two gone.
Oh, that slider was way out of the zone, and for me, it just comes down to not seeing the pitch out of the hand, not tracking it into the zone, and then also being a little bit anxious, not confident in your two-strike approach. And so when a guy's in that position, you get him to commit early, and a lot of times you get the swing and miss, as you did right there.
Swings through that. This one popped up. More. And that'll do it. Back at T-Mobile Park, the batter now, Jorge Polanco. Lifted in the air, right field. Butler makes the catch. And there's one down. J.P. Crawford, the next to hit. First pitch, and he just misses.
You have to be creative pitching against bad ball hitters. You got to add some velocity, subtract at times. Just avoiding the heart of the plate isn't always going to be enough. Guys like this can hurt you with pitches you wouldn't expect him to swing at.
Slings it across, and he's out. Now it's Randy Arozarena. In the air, left field, down the line, and a foul ball. Arozarena goes 5 feet 11 inches, 30 years old now, and he's a former Rookie of the Year. Just off the inside edge. In the air, right field, Butler. And that will end the inning. Top half of the third inning, so here's Brown at the plate. Kirby back to work. That's through there for a strike. Swing and a base hit. Around first and hustling for second. The throw in. Not in time. That's a leadoff double.
It's amazing to me that he was able to put the barrel on that one. I mean, that pitch was pretty well outside, but great extension and bat control through the zone allowed him to drive it the other way. That was pretty impressive.
Rodriguez makes the play. One down. Back to the top of the lineup. Now here's the leadoff hitter for the A's, Lawrence Butler. First pitch, not close. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. One out, a runner at second here on opening day. And that misses. And it's 2-1. Just missed. And ball 4, 2 aboard. And the batter will be the shortstop, Jacob Wilson. 0 for 1 so far. And fouled off.
1-1.
In the dirt, but kept close. Nothing happening as the count evens at 1. Brown at second, Butler at first, 1 gone. Oh, he doesn't get the call. And a count 2-1.
It's a big opportunity right here, but I love the way he's slowing the game down. He's shrinking his zone, making sure he gets the pitch that he wants to hit.
Two on, 1 out. Popped up first base side. He's got it. And there's 2 away.
That's just a really nice catch on the run right there. He saved extra bases for sure. If the pitcher's his friend, he'll give him a second to catch his breath before he's ready to deal the next pitch.
Rooker, the batter now, as he holds up his swing for ball 1. Tying run and scoring position as we play game 1 of this 4-game series. And now it's even up.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball. It's slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
And a count 1-2. Got it! And he's registered 3 Ks in this one. And welcome back to the ballpark. And here's the first baseman, Luke Raley. Fastball for a strike. And that one upstairs, ball 1. Comes up empty. That's strike 2.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Caught him looking for the K. No messing around with the pitch calling in that sequence right there. 4 pitches, all fastballs.
Yeah, and that makes me think that was the plan before the at-bat even started. If you think you can simply just beat a guy with only your fastball, why throw him anything else until he shows you he can handle it?
Dylan Moore, batting with 1 down, takes a strike. Pop foul out of play off to the right. Swings through it, and that's a strikeout.
Gosh, here it is. Hit it. 3-pitch strikeout. All fastballs. Man, he's got a lot of confidence in that pitch right now.
Robles in the box with 2 gone. And takes a look at a called strike. That's to third. And that one handled. Sends it across to first. 3 up, 3 down. And that drops in for a strike.
Boog, over 80% of his first pitches are strikes. You're doing that, you could have a really good day out there on the mound.
Check swing. He went too far, and it's a strike.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Spoils the 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Swing and a ball drilled center field. Rodriguez makes the grab, and there's 1 away. This is J.J. Bleday. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. So a man aboard now with 1 away. Next up for the A's, Zach Geloff. His first at bat was a strikeout. Swing and a pop-up. Foul territory for the catcher. Makes the grab, 2 down. Here's Gio Urshela. He's 0 for 1. This one in the air. Raley under it. He's there. He's got it. And that is that. Bottom four, and stepping in for the Mariners, Donovan Solano. And that gets the top of the zone for a strike.
0-1's the count.
Next offering is fouled back. Slice the other way. That's a base hit. Now he'll turn for second. And it's a leadoff double to start the bottom of the fourth.
Back against the wall with 2 strikes, but found a way. He didn't smoke that ball, but he didn't have to, man. When you're working the...
Up the middle. That's a base hit. Run scores.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. So impressive that he didn't get tied up or jammed on that pitch inside. Instead, good quick hands allowed him to get the barrel to it, just shoot it up the middle of the field for that knock. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Good job to fight that one off. 1 on, nobody out, a run in. We're here in the bottom of the fourth. Lead runner to second, so 2 on and nobody out.
Back-to-back singles. Anytime you rip a line drive the other way, you feel really good about what you did at the plate. You trusted your hands, you let the ball travel, and you took the barrel straight to it. That's
swing and a ball hit out towards left center field, and that'll fall for a base hit. Rodriguez in to score, and it's an RBI single, and they lead by 3. J.P. Crawford gets a chance to hit. Fought off foul. And a foul ball. Raleigh, the lead runner, out at second. Polanco at first with no outs. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Swings and misses. Struck him out.
That's tough. You see it well. I mean, that was clearly up and out of the strike zone, but that's one of the hardest things. And when you see a pitch out of the hand at eye level, that discipline to remember, I can't hit that pitch. If I can see it really well at eye level, I can't catch up to that pitch when a pitcher's got this kind of velocity.
So they're all loaded up. Luke Raley up next for the Mariners. That one finds the zone. That's strike 1. Comebacker could be 2. Sends it to first. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Here's Dylan Moore. Out to center. Lede on the move. And that's the inning. They strike for 3 runs. Hits, no errors, and a couple left on. Back in Seattle, now the left fielder, Seth Brown. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And in foul ground, he pulls it down. 1 out. Next up for the A's, Tyler Soderstrom. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. And a strike in there.
These hitters are going to have to find a way to be a little more patient, see more pitches per at bat. Otherwise, that bullpen's not going to have to work over there, and it's going to be advantage.
Oh, and a great stop. And that's a great play for the out.
Man, a lot going on that play. Diving stop to his right in that hole, and then gets up and takes it himself. Man, it's a one-man show.
And first offering is fouled off. Two down, nobody on. Hard ground ball, base knock.
Up next for the A's,
Jacob Wilson. Up next for the A's.
Wilson.
Fly ball to right. And he makes the catch. And that is that. And we're back. Now it's the right fielder, Victor Robles. And the first pitch misses for ball 1.
Here's something cool, Boog. When they finish building...
Now a very odd decision. They intentionally walked the leadoff guy. Robles runs. Swing and a miss.
0-1.
Throw, save. That's a stolen base.
Well, I'm sure that still will raise a couple of eyebrows because of this big lead, but I think it's more respect for their opponent, knowing that they've got to continue to add on if they're going to win this game. Don't take it as an offense. Take it as a sign of respect.
Swings through that, and it's a strikeout. And he's up to 7 strikeouts.
The center fielder, number 44.
And now it's Julio Rodriguez. In for a strike, 0-1. The Mariners knew what they had. Signed him in July of 2017 for a little under $2 million when Rodriguez was just 16 years old out of the Dominican Republic.
1 ball.
In
2
the dirt. Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Oh, nothing too fancy on the strikeout pitch right there. Just a low 90s fastball, and I'm not sure he was trying to challenge him, but that's pretty much what happened. Very hittable location, but he found a way to just get it by him.
Raleigh stands in now and watches strike 1. Next offering in there for a strike. 0-2. Hit hard on the ground to short. To third. Tag. Got him. They don't come much closer than that. Bang, bang play to end the inning. Back at T-Mobile Park, top 6. Now the A's designated hitter, Brent Rooker. Check swing, and he went. And that's strike 1.
You know, these Athletics, as you probably noticed, haven't been shy at the plate at all. In fact, they've probably been too aggressive at times. One thing that stands out looking over the numbers is the amount of outs they have on the first pitch of the at-bat. They've given away too many at-bats with easy outs.
And now here's the A's catcher, Shea Langoliers. 1 for 2. Ground ball right side, could be 2. He's in there.
2 consecutive base hits for this team. Now let's see if they can string something together. Make it a little more interesting.
At the plate, J.J. Bleday. Fouled off left side. Here's your 1. Hit in the air left field. Rodriguez settles under it. And puts the squeeze on that one. And there's 1 down. Zach Geloff up next for the A's. 0 for 2 in this one. First pitch swinging.
These hitters have been very aggressive early in the count, but when you're down, you might want to be a little more patient. Take some pitches, see if you can extend those at bats and get some base runners on.
Swing and a miss at a slider. And that's a strikeout. Mike Fillmore says he went around.
So far, just one of those days for this lineup. You get a couple of runners on, and you're looking at having a big inning, and that strikeout right there just pours water on the fire. You look for the next hitter to step up and try to do something, pick up his teammate and his club.
Ball 1 there.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
That one close, ruled a ball. 2 balls and a strike.
1 strike.
First and second, 2 down here on opening day. Next pitch is outside.
Oh, they have had a hard time scoring in this one. The pitcher out there on the mound wants to keep attacking, make sure that they don't get any confidence.
And they're all loaded up.
Well, the stage has been set for this offense, Boog. It's all about creating opportunities, and this is one of them right here.
So bases all loaded up. Here's the left fielder, Seth Brown. Swing and a ball driven out to center. That's back. Drops into the glove, and that's the 3rd out. Welcome back as we take a look at how today's starting pitchers have fared so far. And the first offering a fastball for a strike.
0-1's the count.
And the sweeper misses. And now 2-1.
2 balls, 1 strike.
And that one fouled off. The pitch. Cut on and miss. Struck him out. Whiff number 9 for him in this game. 9. J.P. Crawford up next for the Mariners. Hit in the air right field. And that one way back there. And that is way gone. He sends it out of here. His first homer of the year. It's 5-zip. That was blasted.
Absolutely. No doubt off the bat.
Raley in the box again. Takes a strike. Pitch is in there. No balls, 2 strikes. Dives and he can't hang on. Safe at first as they can't make the play. And up next for Seattle, Dylan Moore. And a fastball in there for a strike at 91. That one finds the zone. That is strike 2.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Battling here as he fouls it away. That was the sweeper, but it missed.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Seattle order. Here's the Mariners leadoff man, Victor Robles. 0-1. And downstairs, Arozarena on second. Raley at first. 2 out of the inning. Fastball in for a strike, and it's 1-2. Hit in the air out to center field. Bleday makes the grab. That is the inning. But the solo shot stretches their lead even further. And welcome back to the ballpark. We go to the top of the 7th, and now the first baseman, Tyler Soderstrom. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 1. Swung on, belted. Arozarena raging back towards the wall. And that one is off the wall. Cut off, throw to second. Now they get the runner and a rundown. And they tag him out.
That's ball 4.
Bases loaded, nobody out. Now it's the shortstop. Oh, now this one gets away at the plate. Runners stay put. That's ball 1. 8-0 is how this one ends. For Chris Singleton and our entire crew, I'm John Shambi saying